Hi, my name is Becca. Welcome back to Raising Them Simply. Here we share all about our secular homeschool as a family of 5. Today we've got a little homeschooling haul for you guys for the upcoming school year. So if you are new here, we have a first grader and a preschooler, and next year it will be second grade and preschool again. I went ahead and purchased what we needed for next year because we are year-round homeschoolers. A lot of the curriculum and stuff that we do is PDF style, where we have to print off and I have to bound and laminate and all the things to get it ready for school. And I've actually had the last couple weeks off of work because I am also a registered nurse because I had surgery. So if I sound a little funny, that's because I had a tonsillectomy and adenoidectomy, and that's been real fun. But I took that time to finish preparing for next year and ordering all the things so that way I don't have to worry about it later and we could just get outside and have fun and do all the things. So first things first, we got a indoor-outdoor thermometer and hygrometer. Now this might not seem like a homeschool purchase. I'm counting it as homeschool. So I want to have this set up in our dining room area for our homeschool so that way my kids can see what the temp is going to be like. Because every single morning, especially in the summer, we live in Minnesota. So early in the morning and late at night, it's super cold here in the early spring and in the fall. And then it gets real hot and we got to change our clothes. And my kids are always asking, do we have to wear shorts or can we wear pants or all the things if they can wear a tank top? But also for their daily menus, my preschooler does her daily menu and we talk about the weather and the temperature and all of that stuff. So we've got this here. I don't want to be on my phone during homeschool. And so what we've had to be doing is we ask Siri if what the temperature is, and then we pull it out. And I don't want to be on my phone during school. So this is a way where my kids could be independent. They don't have to ask me. They could just take a look at it. It's a win-win. So got that. I will link everything down below for you guys too. So if you're interested, there's links down below. We also got these kids binoculars. So we're doing nature study next year. And we've got the cheap Melissa and Doug binoculars that my preschooler now uses. She'll be 4 in November. So I wanted something for my son. And these are actually really nice. It comes in a case and it's got a little necklace and stuff here. But they change and then you can focus them here. My older son, he's almost 7. He's a lot more responsible now, and I felt like he could use a nicer pair, and then my preschooler can use the cheap Melissa and Doug ones. This one also came with a little sticker book about birds. And we've got a unit study. I should call it a unit study. It's a year-long nature study that we're going to be doing next year. And a lot of that is on birds. So that's the other reason why I wanted to get the binoculars too, because we'll be going on different nature walks and stuff and been identifying birds. And my son's been really obsessed with that lately. We've got some bird feeders that are right in front of our window here. Sorry if I keep looking over there. There's actually some birds on there right now and they're a little distracting. But my son's been enjoying trying to identify different birds. So got those. We've also got these. This is from Big Life Journal, Sharing Joy. These are family conversation cards. I thought this would be a fun thing for us to do, either at the beginning of our day or maybe during dinner as a family. But this is, these are just cool. It's like funny sound off. Make the weirdest noise you can. A name game. Say your name backward as fast as you can. Invisible juggling. Pretend to juggle for 30 seconds. So these are just funny little cards that we could do as a family. And it just says to unbox the magic of special family moments. I thought it was really cute and fun. They also have journals. There's one that I just got from them called It's a gratitude journal for moms. And then I have another one that they have for mom and sons. They've got some for mom and daughters too, stuff like that. They have Instagram and stuff too. That's where I found them. I'll link them down below for you guys if you want to check them out. But I thought this would be really fun for us to do as a family. And then back to our nature study, we've got these portable microscopes. Now, these are really cool. I think I saw these, where did I see this originally? I think from our one-room schoolhouse, Mary Barfield. She recently changed her name, but she's a Charlotte Mason secular homeschooler as well. And these are really cool because they're just pocket-size microscopes that you could take with you on nature walks and look at cool bugs or look in the water, things like that. So I thought this would be really cool. It comes in a 2-pack. Not sure if I'm going to have my preschooler have one. We've got magnifying glasses. She might want. The reason why I got a 2-pack though is because if Big Brother has it, she wants it. So I might end up giving one to her and we'll see how she does with it. But you can zoom on these way farther than the magnifying glasses. And I think it would be really cool. They're both old enough now that I feel like they could get a small backpack and carry some of their own things. So I'm thinking they'll put like their nature journal and their watercolors and stuff like that in their backpacks with their microscopes and stuff. So that way when we're out and we actually see something that we're supposed to find for our nature study, that they have everything with them that they need in case they wanted to do that on the go. If not, we might just take a picture of whatever we find and then we could paint it off the picture too. That's fine. Had to restock on our cardstock, so got some more of those as well as our laminating paper. We're all about reading households, as I mentioned before on this channel, and I set up and divide out our workbooks so that way I could reuse them for future children, but also we, like I mentioned, we do a lot of our own PDF curriculum. And so I bind stuff and then I laminate the front and back of the book. So we got some more of those because we were out. And then we've got some inspiring stories for brilliant boys. This is by Ivy Boyd. We're working on some character development and stuff like that. And we've done a lot of books like that before. I've actually done a video on that. I'll link it for you guys so that if you want to check it out. But we do a lot of books like this. I feel like especially in today's world, there's so much negativity about boys and it makes my boy mom heart really sad. Boys are great. I love them. And I want to instill that confidence in my son. And so this is a motivational book about self-confidence, friendship, and courage for young readers. Unveil the strength and spirit of boys who amidst life's trials shine brightly. So this is talking about rising above, embracing emotions, honesty, reward, the prince of procrastination, the gift of gratitude, acts of valor, and so much more. So we got this. My plan is to put a lot of these kind of like character development books in a bin. And if my kids are eating lunch or something like that, they could pick something like that for us to read instead of me reading. I find when we are doing a read aloud that pertains to school while they're eating, or while they're doing certain sensory activities and stuff, they're not absorbing as much. So even though I think these things are important, I would rather do this during those activities than like our school curriculum. So we got that. And then we got an anger management workbook for kids, 50 fun activities to help children stay calm and make better choices when they feel mad. I got this off of Amazon too. My son came up to me specifically and asked if there were things that we could do to kind of help him navigate some of these different hard feelings. You know, he's almost 7 and he's got 2 little sisters and life doesn't feel fair sometimes. And I'm really proud of him and thankful that he felt comfortable coming to me and talking to me about that. So this talks about what actually happens in your brain when you feel angry. and what anger does to you, how to decode your anger and your urges, what are consequences of acting out. And these are things that you ask questions to your child and they need to repeat, tell you, and then you could write it down, or the kid could write it down in the workbook. But it talks about, when you feel angry, where are you? What are you doing? What are some things you could do if you're angry at the park or at home or things like that? So we're going to do this more in like our health-ish category. Work through that. And then we've got our logic workbook for gritty kids. The way that we have school set up is that my preschooler does her school first, fills her cup, and then it gives her the space. It gives us the space to be able to do school with my first grader then later. So when he is doing his school, he's doing different worksheets and stuff like that. And so this one is something that we could go through together during that time. So how many shapes can you find in here? Count the objects hidden in the drawing. Just all these search and finds, mazes. My son loves stuff like this. And so I got this workbook, and then this will be specifically to use during school time. So we got that. Then I mentioned in my recent video, I did another video on what we're doing for school next year because some things changed. We're going to do a handicraft next year, and my son chose wool felting. So him and I both got different kits so that we can learn together because I thought it looks really cool. So we've got one on dinosaurs. These are from Wool Buddy. And then one on farm animals. So this will be something that we'll do together. And it seems like really fun. So these are cool, nifty kits if you're a beginner for learning how to wool felt. It has everything you need in here to complete the projects. It has the needles, the little felt board, all that stuff. And then if this is something that he really likes doing, we could go ahead and purchase more needles, a bigger felt board to do it on, and you could buy just the felt or just the wool to do bigger projects and stuff like this. But I thought this was a good beginner's kit to see if he would actually really like it. And he's been asking ever since these were delivered if we could do it. So it's been hard to keep his hands off of that. And then math, we do math with confidence. So we got our math with confidence grade 2 workbook and student guide in. And the only other thing that I've got waiting that got pushed back was, I believe I saw this on Crazy Brave Homeschool, but she has a board, like a recipe book stand, a cookbook stand, that she uses for her homeschool. And I don't know why I never thought of that before. I thought it was a brilliant idea. So I went ahead and purchased it, but pretty much it's just a book stand with little arms that come up to hold the book page open. And we are constantly journaling and drawing things out of our books and stuff like that for school. And I don't know why I didn't think about that before, and I thought it was a great idea. So I went ahead and purchased that as well. So that is everything that we have for our little haul here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're getting ready for the new school year or if you're just enjoying the rest of the year. And let me know, are you year-round homeschoolers or do you take a nice long summer break? Let me know. Hit the subscribe button. It is a free way to help support my channel and for you to be notified of future videos. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.